Okay, so let's continue with part 2 on the Yabai versus aerospace video. I have my friend WhySoSerious. Your name is Philip, right?
Right.
Okay, so Philip is a Discord friend. He's always there helping around, and he's the one that is helping me set up aerospace and try aerospace for the first time, actually. So, the last thing that we did was to troubleshoot because I messed up. I put the aerospace configuration file in the wrong location. So I want to do something, Philip. I want to go back to my config and the
Okay.
one that I sent you in Discord. Okay, so I'm just going to copy that because I think uh, it was good, but since I had it in the wrong place, it never
Yeah.
worked.
Yeah.
So okay, let's see. I'm just going to copy that. Copy. And I'm going to switch to my screen right now. You should be able to see it.
Yep.
Okay. Aerospace. What is the name of the file?
Aerospace.toml, I think. Yeah.
Or Lua?
No, it's
Oh,
not low, I think.
but I have it still. I don't have it in my .files. That's why. Okay.
Correct.
I have it here in the aerospace. Okay. Just going to paste it here. This is my config. So this is what we are starting with. We're going to see if it works. Okay. I'm running Yabai right now, so I'm going to disable it and nothing should happen. Let's just quickly go over the config here. This is, you said that for skitty-notes. We can take a look at this later, right?
Yes.
Okay, started login. I'm gonna set this to false right now because it interferes with Yabai. Both of them were running at one time and my screen was just flickering. So accordion padding, yep, accordion 30. Okay, I'm not touching any of this. The padding seems to be good here as well. 230 is my padding, but I'm just setting it to 280 just to make sure that it works. These are the two modes, the key maps for both of the modes, workspaces. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. The applications are specified here. Where did I declare the, here's where I declare the workspaces, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So what I do now, I guess I should just stop Yabai, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's probably.
Yabai stop service. Okay. Yabai is stopped. And aerospace, you said that I need to open it just like a regular
Yeah.
application.
Yeah.
Aerospace. Okay. Failed to parse the file. Oh, hold on. The regex, I had it incorrectly. I'm gonna fix that, okay? So I'm just gonna hit cancel here. And let me switch here. How is it? It's
In the
this.
rules. Yeah, that one.
Okay, this one. Yep, okay. So it seems that that's the one. I hope that that's the only problem that I have. So I just have to reload the config here, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Reload the config. Okay. Now,
Yeah, that seemed to be working now.
okay, yeah. The padding seems to be working fine. Why is skitty-notes here? That's because of the rule that you set up here. Is that right?
The rule is no. Go back at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's because of that. Let me check. Yeah, everything but the ghosty terminal goes on the workspace 2, and everything goes to the workspace 4. Every other app. I think Kirinos are there because the
Oh,
application was already on that workspace, probably.
and I have it pinned. Hold on, because I pinned it back.
Oh, you
So,
have it pinned. Yeah.
yep. I'm just going to, so you can see how I pin and unpin the app. Just give me a minute here. Okay, so here at the bottom, Just waiting for the dock to show. There it goes. Options. Yep. Assign to all desktops. So I guess this is why, right? So if I set it to none, let's see what happens. Set it to none. I'm just going to quit Kitty and let's see what it opens. If I open it again, okay, it opened on the other desktop, on the other screen. So that seems to be good. The configuration seems to be good, right?
Yeah.
Let me try to
fix the padding.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see if that makes a difference. Can you? Oh yeah, you can reload the configuration from here,
Yeah,
right?
find there because yeah, reload code.
Okay, so it's
So you need to press Alt Shift semicolon.
Okay.
And then escape.
Alt. Which one is Alt in my keyboard?
That's option.
This one. Okay. I think I'm in the mode there right now, and then escape.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
It refreshed. Yeah.
Yep. So the padding changed. Yep. And it matches with our cameras there. So that tells me that, yeah, the padding is right. Now, the padding on the top and on the bottom, I want to get rid of those. It's, which one? This one, right?
That one, yeah.
Okay. So this 0 and bottom. Oh, top. Top is the one that I have to modify. Let me see why I have in my Yabai file for the top padding 38. So I think it should be the same. Okay, so it's Alt Shift, semicolon, and then escape. Okay, so the padding seems all right. Can you see it there?
Yep.
Okay, just moving my keyboard to the right place. Let me just fix this scene because I don't know why my name is showing up all the way there. Okay, it should be showing there. What else are we missing from here?
So you currently need skitty-notes to work. There are two ways to do that. You can do it like you did with Yabai, to pin it to every desktop and just have a rule in aerospace to make it floating, so it's not managed whatsoever by aerospace. Or you could still, I think, manage it with aerospace and move it on every workspace change, I think.
Oh, move it on every workspace change.
Yeah.
Is there a way for you to define the position of window on the screen, like size and position?
That's actually a good question, but I don't think you can actually do that.
Okay, so how do you? Well, you came up with the workaround. How did you make skitty-notes of a specific size on the screen? You manually changed the size, or what did you do?
Yeah, you actually, for example, you have an app that you don't want to actually, you have an app that you don't want to manage with aerospace. So you manage it, you tell aerospace that that app is floating. You manage then the size whatever you like, biggest one or whatever, and then in aerospace you have actually exec-on-workspace-change, and you can actually do bash script there.
So is this
to execute on every change?
Okay, so this is what I'm looking at right now.
Yeah, for example, for the first one, I'm actually using that for SketchyBar. Why? Because if I change my workspaces at the top, you can see that the letter gets different color. It gets highlighted.
Let's switch to your screen, so we can take a look.
Sure.
There.
So I'm using this because if I want to change workspaces, I want to actually change the highlighted color of the workspaces in SketchyBar. So on every change, it actually changes the highlighted color of the letter of the
What
workspace.
is that configuration? What's that part of the configuration?
It's actually this one.
Okay. SketchyBar, trigger, aerospace. Oh, the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This line is just sending, and I think I went to SketchyBar. Then SketchyBar sketches the event and runs the whatever you have in SketchyBar. I think for SketchyBar is space. That Lua, I think, is over here. Yeah, you subscribe to this event, and then you get the focus workspace letter here.
Okay. Okay. Do
So
you
that one is
remember?
this one.
Okay. And do you remember where you got that configuration from for SketchyBar? Did you get it from Aerospace or from the
I think
SketchyBar
so.
community?
Yeah,
Yeah.
space. I think I got from them because they have goodies. I think it's here. Yeah.
Okay. Good. This is going to be useful for people that like to see what workspace they're on. But chats, like Gigachads, we don't do that. We just keep everything in the single desk and just switch to each one of the apps. So, but for kids, that's awesome because they're gonna love that feature, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Now, um, about skitty-notes then. Let me tell you how it works in Yabai or how I do it in Yabai. I don't think this is documented anywhere, but I found the way to where I think I saw it in a GitHub issue or something. I don't remember where I saw it, right? But I have this script, no, in my .files, kitty position.sh, this one, right? So when I call this script,
Oh, you have to switch to your
oh, you're
screen
right.
now.
There we go. Okay.
Okay.
So when I call this script kitty position.sh, it's going to make kitty a certain size and put it in a specific place of the screen, right? So that's why you see this focus, window focus. This is the one that moves it to that specific place on the screen. And this is the one that resizes it, right? So move and resize. I do the same with OBS because I have OBS on my other monitor. So when I restart Yabai, I want OBS to be full screen, right? So I just resize it and I just make it, that basically makes it full screen. So
Yeah.
it's not pretty, but that is actually the way that I managed to do it.
I
So I
think
don't have
yeah.
to.
I think you can actually do that with airspace too, based on the commands that I see.
Okay. Okay. So it's just a matter of finding that. We don't need to figure that out right now. Okay. But let's just
Okay.
come up with something basic on how you implemented the skitty-notes so that it's there on the right hand side. Let's do it with aerospace. Let's give that a try. Okay. So let me switch to this file. You have some comments here. No, but these are just all related to SketchyBar. How did you come up with the skitty-notes thing then? Do you have that somewhere?
I think let me check space list all grab. Yeah, I think you actually just need to modify. Do you see where it says picture in picture?
Picture here.
Yeah, I think you can actually just replace that with Kiri or whatever the name of the app is. I think so. Let me check.
Okay. Rep kitty move node to workspace. Okay. So it's gonna be moving that application every time, right?
Yeah.
If I switch to a new workspace. Okay. Yeah. So it seems that, yeah, seems correct. I don't use
You
this, so I'm
can
just going to comment it. I can
yeah.
delete the first part as well, right? This. So list windows, grep kitty. I think is kitty. Yep, should be kitty. Um,
I don't know if it's a small k or uppercase or lowercase k.
let me see if I switch to kitty. Yeah, it's lowercase.
Oh,
Lowercase.
okay.
Okay. Now on my other desktop, there's a mess going on because all of the apps are in accordion mode, and I don't know. No, they are in tiles, and I don't know why, because they should be in accordion mode, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
But let's see. Let's see what happens. So you think this could probably work, right?
Yeah, we can try it. Yeah.
Okay, so you have to reload. So that's this escape.
Alt Shift semicolon escape. Yeah.
Okay.
Now try to move with the keymap to focus one workspace and then another one.
Okay. What was the key map that I said?
There.
Okay,
At
okay,
top,
okay.
I think. Yeah, that one.
So B, nope. B, N, M. Alt Shift Command Control. So that's hyper for me. Let's see. Hold on. Where's hyper in my keyboard? I think it is here now. Yep. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is 1.
Okay, now it's
This is
working.
2.
Yeah. Go back now to the documentation. Okay. Sorry, not the documentation, to the config file. Go at the bottom, and then before that, let me check what the command is. I think it's aerospace list windows or list apps.
Oh, to set it floating, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can run aerospace list dash apps to see all the current apps because we need the ID of the app.
Okay. What is workspace for? Let's see. M. So this is 1. This is 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 and 2. Okay.
You go to a new tab in Ghosty.
Okay. I have it here.
Actually, in Timex, not in Ghosty. Yeah. Run aerospace list dash apps.
2 dashes or just 1?
One, but it's all concatenated.
Oh, okay. Like this.
Yeah.
Is aerospace running what?
Okay, that is weird.
Is it uppercase? I don't think it matters, right?
No, it's lowercase everything. Try to run it again. It's weird, it's already running. What?
Let me see what happens here on the top. Let me see how it looks here. No, but you know what? Aerospace is not running. I don't see it here. Let me run it again.
Yeah, it's not running.
So it is running now. Can you still see my screen?
Yes.
What do you see? Just kitty?
Just kidding, yeah.
Okay. Now Ghosty is in my other monitor. But okay. It's working better now because previously it was like flickering, but it's looking better. Let me see. So if I switch to workspace 1, this is Kitty. Let's see what it shows here. Okay, so now it shows the 4 workspaces, and yep, seems to be good. I'm not sure why Ghosty is on the other screen though. Let me reload the config again. Okay. Does it allow me to bring Ghosty over to the other monitor?
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's not really enforcing those rules.
Okay. So you can still move stuff around.
Yes.
Okay. Now, could it be that I have this app ID incorrectly?
Probably. We can see now when you run the
Okay. List apps.
Yeah, copy the one for Ghosty and for Kitty.
Okay. So you need to use the full thing, right?
Yeah.
I think it was right.
Oh no, I know what's going on. The issue is if the app is already open, then it will not force the rule once you run the airspace again. But if you close Ghosty now and then open it again, it will force you to go to the workspace too.
Oh, okay. Let's try. I'm gonna move Ghosty here, and gonna close Ghosty. Gonna open it again.
And just open again. Yeah.
Yeah, it opened it on workspace. Let's see, what workspace is this? Let me see. 4. Oh, hold on. I think the order of this matters, right? Because
Yeah, probably. Yep. Yeah. Good point.
could it be?
Yes.
I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah, I think it's that.
Let's see.
Don't forget to save the file.
Yeah, it's saved already. Going to reload it. I'm gonna bring Ghosty to the other side. Hold on. There. You can still see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm going to open Ghosty. Okay. Ghosty opened in the right place now. Okay. Now, okay. Kitty. Let's see what happens with Kitty. Okay. We already have the rule. So that's why Kitty is also here, right? I
Correct.
guess.
It follows the currently focused workspace.
Okay, but do I need, hold on, man, I don't get used to the keyboard. Do I need,
Skill issue.
yeah, do I need this for something right now?
Yes.
What for?
To make Kitty floating so it's not managed but by aerospace.
Okay, makes sense. And how do I do that?
Copy the whole block for Ghosty.
Okay, put it here.
Yeah, change the ID for Kitty.
Okay.
And on the run command, you type layout space floating.
In quotes?
Yeah, in quotes.
Layout floating. Okay.
Yeah.
So how was the reload? Alt
Shift semicolon.
Semicolon. Then escape.
Then escape.
Okay. I did that already. So Kitty should be floating.
Yes.
Okay. Kitty is here.
Try to move it.
Not yet. Hold on. Let's see. Maybe I didn't restart it correctly. This.
Probably.
Then escape. I'm gonna reload it here at the top.
Okay.
Reload config. Nope.
Did you save the file?
Yep, it saves automatically. Oh, app ID, run, layout, floating. Did I type it? Did I type it correctly?
Yeah. Layout floating. I think so.
Let's see. And where? Well, you see this in the documentation, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, let's see. Oh, but now this opens in my other screen. Okay, and I can bring apps to different workspaces. So if I restart it, it's gonna put the app back in its place, I guess. Correct?
Not sure. You have to check that.
Okay.
Yeah, you can test it.
Where did you see that? Layout floating is what you had.
Yep. Let me try to find it. Guide.
This one.
Command. Yes.
Okay. And do we need to do this?
No, you don't have to do that.
Because that is being done here, right?
Yes. Let me install Kitty just to see if the app ID is good. Yeah, you can try to restart aerospace, but I think actually try to quit Kitty and start it again.
Quit Kitty, start again. Okay. Now Kitty's there in the background.
Is it still managed? I think so.
Oh, no.
No, it's not. Oh, awesome.
So I just needed to close it. Then, okay, so now I can define it of the size that I want, right?
Right. And try to move to other workspaces now.
Okay, so this is workspace 1, 2. Okay, wonderful. So what do I keep where? Let me see. Yabai RC file. Where's Ghosty? Okay, Ghosty, I keep it on space 2. On space 1, I keep everything. And I have some rules for other apps that I always want to keep in workspace on my desk 4, which is the other monitor. Okay, so, but I can do that later. For now, I know that this is working because all of the applications are on the other monitor. actually, which is this workspace 4. So that's being caught by this rule. What if I want to bring Vivaldi to workspace 1, for example? I need to create one of these, right?
Yeah, find the app ID. Actually, I think you can use app ID, but there's also, let me check.
Yeah, because that's what I was going to ask you. I noticed that there's another column here. Can I use this one? Whatever this is on the right.
Yeah, it's called app. Yeah, you can go to the guide. Let me send you the link.
Okay. Okay, I have it there.
Go to callbacks, number 5.
Callbacks number 5. Gonna bring it to this other screen so you can see it there.
Yeah, you have app name regex string. You can use that actually.
This one.
Yeah. So basically, you just copy all the rules from Yabai there.
Okay.
And that should work.
So I can
Back
use.
when I
no,
started
hold on.
using, yeah.
Oh, it's here. Back when you started, this was not an option, I guess.
I think so. Yeah.
What was it? Just Vivaldi. Have it here. Okay. So that should be 1. So if I restart it right now, should move Vivaldi to 1. Well, if I just reopen Vivaldi.
You need to, you
Okay.
need to reopen it.
Let's open Vivaldi. It's still in. Oh, but I have to reload as well, right? I have to reload the configuration. Okay, so gonna come here. I'm gonna do it here so you can see it. Reload config. Now, gonna quit Vivaldi. Gonna open it again. Okay, great. Now, this is workspace 1. Gonna switch to workspace 2. Excellent. So I have Vivaldi here by itself, and I have Ghosty here by itself. I don't need to see which workspace I'm on, to be honest, because I don't really care. But I do see why you have that in SketchyBar at the top, right? So just so that you can see on which workspace you're on, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So is there something else that I need to configure here?
The cool thing that you can do is run SketchyBar when you start up aerospace, so you don't have to think about or manage it via brew services. So you have 2 options. So when I start aerospace, actually my SketchyBar actually starts at the same time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, mine starts automatically by itself. I think as a brew service, I'm not sure. I don't remember.
Yeah, probably it's that.
Okay. Okay, you have aerospace to start at login. That makes sense. Let me see if there's any other features that I have questions about here. The only other question that I would have is how to make applications a specific size, right?
Yeah.
But I can figure that later.
So when I saw your script for Yabai, I think you can actually copy everything from there and have a script for aerospace, because aerospace has similar things like Yabai to resize the current focused window. Because as I saw, I think, maybe I'm wrong, actually creating a new window in Yabai, moving your focus there, resizing it, and then going back with the focus to the other window, right?
So what this is doing is just focusing on the application. Notice that here's the application, right? So it gets the ID for Kitty, right? It also gets the ID for OBS. But OBS, I usually have 2 windows open for OBS, not only one, right? So one is the preview and one is the OBS, right? So that's why I have this other one here. So it just focuses that app, it moves it to this location, and it resizes it of this size, this width and height. Because if I run this command here, you're gonna know.
Yeah. I think you can do that with aerospace too.
You can do it too? Okay.
Yeah, because aerospace, no. because aerospace also has move command, has resize command. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it will be possible then. I cannot run it because
Yeah.
Yabai is not running. But for OBS, I do it for both of the windows, right? So for each one of the windows, move them and resize them. You can get the so you're not guessing, right? Like what's the size and position of a specific screen. If you just
Yeah.
place the screen wherever you want to place it and you run this command, you can get all of its no, where's the command? Hold on. Because otherwise you would have to be guessing, like right, like what's the size and position of a specific screen here. To find the position and size of an app, this is what I use, right? So this gives you all the
Oh,
information.
display. Yeah, display resolution. Yeah.
Yeah,
I see now.
shows you the size and also the coordinates, right? So you can use that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, you can do that in aerospace too.
okay, wonderful. I think it does everything that Yabai does so far, at least the features that I use. Do you use any other features that we didn't cover in the video, or just the stuff that is in your config file?
Let me think. I don't think. Yeah, I think that's it. The cool thing is, I know there's an open issue for aerospace where they want to implement sticky windows to be more native in the app, but with the script that I actually showed you with the skitty-notes, you can basically make any app be sticky-like.
Yeah, but you're moving it around. Every time that you switch to a workspace, you move it to that workspace, so it travels with you,
Correct.
basically, right?
Yeah.
With the
Yeah.
workaround that
The
you provided.
alternative is, the alternative is the one you actually did with Yabai, where you pin the app to every desktop.
On macOS.
Yeah. Is that a built-in setting? Because I didn't saw it before.
Yep, that is a macOS thing. So you can do it with every app, basically, right? So if you just right click on the app, options, assign to, and you can choose, right? All desktops.
Yeah, because I don't have that at all. Strange.
Oh, you don't see that option?
No.
Because probably you only have a single desk. I have 3 here.
Let me let me try with that. Yeah. Yep. It's because of that.
Okay. So I have those 2 options. That's good. What would you say the difference between Yabai and aerospace is? You mentioned a few, I don't know if it was a few days ago or a few months ago, that there were some issues with aerospace in the performance. Has that been improved?
Yes. Before, I think that aerospace was a single process application, which means if you have any background application that's hogging your CPU or anything, aerospace will freeze for a second or two every time. But now there's a huge, I think, that got merged in the main and even got a new release. It's now multi-threaded application. Sorry, so it will not lag anymore.
Okay. Now, not every window manager is perfect. Would you say that there are any quirks with aerospace at the moment? Any, I don't know, things that people should keep in mind? Any, I don't know, weird behaviors?
I think people have problems with multiple monitors. Not sure, so don't quote me on that. The only quirk that I have is the sticky windows, but I don't usually use that very often. People usually use them for picture-in-picture small browser to watch videos, and they want the browser to move to every workspace. But there's an alternative until we get a native feature for that.
And the alternative would be something similar to what we did with skitty-notes, or?
Yes. Yeah.
I don't use picture-in-picture anyway. I don't care too much about that. But okay, good to know. Your configuration is in your .files. I have them here. Going to leave them again in the video description. So guys, if you grab Philip's config, remember to go and give him a star. And yep, you have everything in there. Not only aerospace, but your entire macOS config, correct?
Yeah. If anybody has any questions or anything, you can find me on Discord, in your server, or even if you want it, open up an issue on, on .files. I will probably answer it.
Okay, great. And Discord, well, my Discord server, you're very active there. Is there any other place? What are the plans for YouTube? I already asked this in the previous video, but no plans yet for YouTube?
No, yeah, no plans at the moment.
Okay. You're still going to the gym, you're getting jacked, so then you can show on YouTube, like no shirt and all that stuff. Is that the plan?
No.
No?
I'm not. Yeah. I'm not going the road to open OnlyFans like you had.
Oh man.
That was so funny because people actually thought that you had OnlyFans.
Yeah. People actually click on the link because I do have analytics enabled, and that's one of the links that people click the most on.
The most, yeah.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Okay, so conclusion, at least on my side, Yabai is useful if you want to take advantage of the macOS existing desktops, right? The limitation with that is that you have to disable zip if you don't want to have animations. You can partially disable zip. You don't have to disable it entirely, but I do understand that's a security concern and not everyone wants to do that. But allows you to do a lot of other stuff. Like for example, if you see on the windows that they have shadows around them, that is something that Yabai can disable, right? Or Yabai can also make any application transparent. Not only your terminal, but your browser if you want it, Spotify, stuff like that. That's one of the other benefits, transparency. So it has a little bit more control on the applications, but it's because you disable zip. So that's what allows it to perform a few other things like disable animations. Someone in Discord was troubleshooting that, and they were not able to make animations disappear without disabling zip. So that's one of the benefits and also drawbacks of Yabai. To me, Yabai works great. Aerospace, on the other hand, at least to my opinion, is like a virtual environment. So you control everything inside that virtual environment. You don't have to depend on macOS at all, right? So anything you want to add to that, Philip? Or what is your conclusion?
No, pretty much is the same thing as you said. That's the only thing I'm using Aerospace over Yabai is because of the zip. And it gives me control to actually have workspaces.
And why not the macOS workspaces, like the macOS desktops?
They're cool. I actually use them with Yabai, but I couldn't manage them with Yabai without disabling zip. And I had also animations. I actually disabled the animations in the macOS, but you have a little bit of a maybe half a second while he transitions from one workspace to another, and I didn't like that really.
Yeah, I don't see those animations because I have zip disabled. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to stick to Yabai Aerospace. Yabai is the one that I started with, so I don't know, it has a special place in my heart. But I guess that if you're using a work computer and you need to use the workspaces, probably Aerospace would be a better alternative because you will not be able to disable zip on that computer, right? So Aerospace will work just fine.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if Yabai has workspaces where you can use letters.
Like to switch to workspaces?
Yeah, like have a workspace T for terminal or something like that. I'm not sure about that because it's easier to remember. Like if I want to go to my terminal, I press T. If I want to go to my browser, press B. At least for me, instead of using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I see what you mean. I don't have that problem because I switch to each one of my applications with a keymap, so I know how to go to each one of them really fast.
Yeah.
So I don't switch to workspaces. I don't know, but if someone in the comments knows, let us know.
Actually, now I thought of it, you actually can have, for example, you can have like 10 workspaces from 1 to 10, but your key map can be Alt, for example, Alt B, and that will send Yabai to switch to workspace 1.
Okay. Yeah, like
Yeah, in
manage
that
it
way you can have, yeah.
outside of Yabai, you mean, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Like in Canada, like with the key map on Carabiner or something.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense as well. Okay. Now, I want to talk about keyboards in our next call because you keep talking about these column style mods or whatever they're called. And
Yeah.
I don't get them, but let's talk about them in the next call. Now, let's see. Okay, so if I focus this, okay. Now, something that I'm noticing right now is that I'm in Ghosty right now. Okay, but if I switch to Brave, you can still see Kitty there, right? If I
Okay.
switch back to Ghosty, it's good. But notice what happens if I focus OBS. Skitty-notes disappears. So,
Yeah, that's because Skitty-notes goes to your focused window. So your currently focused window
yep,
is
it's
that
there.
one.
Yep, it's
Yeah.
there. That's gonna be an issue for me because I
Yeah.
wanted to stay on that window. So I think I'll try. I'll test and I'll pin it in macOS, see what happens,
Yeah.
or
You
read
can
in the
you can pin it
documentation.
with macOS. Yeah, that will 100% work.
All right. Any final words, Philip? Any final comments?
Nothing from me. It's been a pleasure working with you.
No, it's really useful and I really appreciate the time because it's like, I don't know, 3, 4 p.m. for you. Where you at in Serbia, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So thanks, man. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
So
No problem.
hope to see you in the next video then. And for people watching, if you like this type of content, remember to give it a thumbs up, leave comments down below, share the video. Also, if you like my videos and you want to support me so they keep going, you can consider becoming a member. So that's it for today. Thanks, Philip. Till the next time.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.